Hi guys, welcome. So, my mission for today is to create cottagecore inspired dress, but let's say more fall appropriate with very strong fall vibes. Let's say, as a previous dress, this one also has a collar, but this time I try to make it much smaller and focus more on sleeves and let them do the talk. But let's see how this went. Let's see how successful I was with that idea. Anyway, I used this simple, beautiful viscose with beautiful drape to it, and there is no other color that could be more appropriate for the season. And of course, flower details are quite important for cottagecore style, right? But as you can see, the fabric has this little touch of gold details, which I thought make this fabric quite interesting and unique. Unfortunately, I cannot provide you with any link to buy this fabric because I bought it when I was visiting my parents in their local fabric store, and unfortunately they don't have an online shop. But I will put the name of the designer at the screen and maybe you can Google it and find it this way. So as usually by now, I think you should know my process of creating any dress. I went to my dress form, I draped the fabric, transferred it to the paper, made the patterns, cut it out and simply sew it. But let me explain you a little bit about the design of this dress. I have a little drawing here, I hope you will be able to see it. As you can see, it has a collar, as I said, but quite smaller than the previous one. The bodice from front is in one piece, so it's cut in fold and doesn't have any darts. It's just this little gathering under bust line. At the back, as you can see, there is a zipper in the middle. The bodice is divided in two pieces, also with a small gathering at the waistline. There is small rounded waistband and I would say simple A-line skirt, but you know me, midi length. And so, as you can see, this is the sleeve. I used the pictures that I found on Pinterest. Basically, I look at it, I saw like, okay, you need to cut here, you need to cut there. This is how you approximately need to place it on the paper, and this is what I did. And I was just hoping for the best. So, but before I cut it from my real fashion fabric, I went ahead and I just tried before, just to be sure that I liked it, how it looks like. And yes, indeed, there was certain things that I fixed. I took a little bit of volume from down here. I thought it was just too much. And also this angle here, I softened it a little bit more because it was quite, it wasn't a right angle, but it needed a little bit of softening, you know what I mean. So yeah, this is what I did. So this is the sleeve. Obviously you can go ahead and try it by yourself. It will be really interesting one. So yeah, this is my idea, and now let's just hope that everything goes well. So I always like to start with the details and small things like collars and cuffs and stuff like this, because they usually require a lot of precision, and I just like to be done with it from the beginning. Just like the last video, I'm just going to do collar first. One side of the collar that will be on the top, it needs to be interfaced just to keep the nice shape of the collar. That's all. This is the purpose and the reason why we are doing it. So first, let's sew all this. So now all you need to do is go to the ironing board and just take your time and press it nicely, and that's it. The color will be ready. So the next thing would be the waistband. Again, I have 2 layers, one interfaced and one not. This will be on the top. Again, we basically need to sew the side seams over here. Okay, so let's take the front piece and 2 back pieces, put them right sides facing. First we will sew the shoulder seams. I also want to mention, if you can see, I iron on this interfacing, this fusible interfacing on both sides of the shoulders, just because this fabric is quite thin, and as you wear the dress there is a lot of weight on the shoulders, so I just wanted to be sure that it will be enough supported and it will not start to break at this point. As usually where the zipper goes, there will be also fusible interfacing to support this constant opening and closing with the zipper. After that, we will sew also the side seams together. So now that is all sewn, I will go ahead and iron this, overlock this. So on the front bodice, I mark these 2 notches where this is the place where the gathering will be. So that means I need to run 2 basting stitches over here and also on the other side. And also we have a little tiny space as well here at the back bodice on each side as well. I will take the waistband interfaced layer, and first I will match side seams. Okay, so now this is sewn with the basting stitch. I will take the other side of the waistband, put it right side on the wrong side of the bodice. It's kind of like a sandwich. I will pin it all the way again and sew it with a straight stitch. This is the bodice. As you can see, instead of darts there are these gathers in the front and at the back, just little tiny ones. So now I will go ahead and I will attach a collar. So as usual, I will start here in the middle. First pin it there and all the way until the back of the bodice, and then the other one as well. Okay, so now the basting stitch all around. Seam allowance maybe 5 millimeters. So now for the skirt, this is the front piece that was cut it on fold, so it's hard to show it to you over here. Now I will take I have 2 back pieces because there will be zipper in the middle, and I will take this back piece, put it right side facing and pin the side seam of the front and back together. Wish me luck. So it's 7 p.m. It started to be a little bit dark outside and I think I'm done for today, but I think I would just quickly attach skirt to the bodice because I don't want skirt to stretch out in any way. So I will just quickly go ahead and attach them together and I will continue tomorrow. It's smart to know when is the time to take a break, and I think it's the time for me. Hi guys, so it's the next day and I think I forgot to show you yesterday what progress I made, so let me just show you quickly. This is where we are today. As you can see, the dress looks almost finished, but obviously it's missing sleeve and it's missing the zipper. Today I will start first, I think, with the zipper. So I'm going to use like this maroon color because I don't have anything closer to this, and I tried few colors and I thought that this will be the best option. Anyway, it is 60 centimeter long because as you can see the dress has very high neck. So yeah, and we need a big opening in order to get comfortably in and out of the dress, and this will be the first thing that I will do today. So now this is how it looks like. Yes, it's not the most amazing finish from inside. It's not the cleanest finish that I did before, but honestly it's good enough. No one is going to see it from inside. I just wanted to make a normal dress for everyday use, so it's really good. It's good enough for me. So here the waistband, you know me, I like to finish this by hand stitching, and here this is how it looks like. The zipper stops here, then the skirt continue. Now I need to iron it nice and flat. So I have a white one and I have also this beige color, and basically it doesn't matter because you're not supposed to see the bias binding outside in a way that I am going to do it, but I think I'm going to use this beige one. So I wasn't thinking about it at the beginning. I thought that I will make this bias binding completely hidden, so you will be only seeing color, but then I thought it's actually quite nice colors together and it could make a nice detail on the collar. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the bias binding visible like this, and it will be a nice detail on the top of the dress. Slowly but surely we are getting to the star of the show. And if you thought until now that it's the color, then you are wrong. The previous video was about the color, you know, the color was the main focus on the dress. Even though we have a color again, this time, as you could see, it's small, it's cute. Take a little bit of attention, but not all, because all the attention is supposed to be on the sleeves today. I hope it will not be very painful process because I designed something that I thought will make my life easier, but it could be the other way. As you can see, this is one sleeve. It's quite giant, and then we have cuff. Here it is. And because I didn't want to make any buttons and any fastening, anything like that, but still I wanted to have quite tight cuff at the end of the sleeve, so I thought shirring. Yeah, this could save my issue. So the first thing that I will have to do on the cuff is just to roll the hem twice and sew the straight stitch to create nice edge. And then what I have to do is, which I already did here, to put 2 basting stitches on the bottom of the sleeve and gather it and try to fit it to this what's it called, cuff, to this cuff. And once it will be attached, then I will go ahead and I will shear this part, if everything will work in my favor, which could be a big disaster, let me tell you. Okay guys, I give up. I cut it off because my machine is not happy to do shearing today, and I'm kind of done with it. So unfortunately I'm leaving this idea. You see, this is what happened in reality. Sometimes you are not successful with what you wanted to do, but let's find another way. So you see it's made a hole in the fabric, so I'm not going to try anymore. Maybe next time in future I will do the same sleeve successfully. So the cuff is gone, and what I will do basically, just do the rolled hem twice, make a tunnel for the elastic and insert the elastic later on. So, but first let's just fold it right side facing and sew the side seam.
回家